Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, I want to teach you what you can do by having the greatest defense that you can have with all the unknown, and that's proactive tax planning, folks. I'm referencing an article out of Tax Matters out of the state of Minnesota that I read this week, and they were talking about proactive tax planning. Now that tax season is beyond us, and I'll quote, this is actually Kenny Johnson shared, with tax season over, there's no time like the present to take steps to ease your tax burden for 2022 and beyond. And I agree with that. And he says, one of the greatest things you can do, which I've been preaching from the rafters, is proactive tax planning and I'm quoting Kenny, proactive tax planning is the best defense against the unknown. And there are a ton of unknowns, whether it's not just our lawmakers on Capitol Hill proposing, being the takers, proposing to take more from you and I as the makers. It's the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's China's slowdown with the next BA12 outbreak of the virus and shutting down Beijing now announced this week, and what that's doing to wreck and slow down supply chain issues. Interest rates obviously heading up next month, maybe more aggressively than predicted. It's just caused a massive topsy-turviness to our market, folks, and it doesn't have to be that way. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. Just like I'm going to talk to you about what Pam did from the great state of Illinois. Pam's about to turn 65, and she shared with us this week, and I'm going to share this with you quickly. She shared, you know what? It hit me, even though I talked to you guys about a year ago, that this is now on me, and it's up to me, right, to be proactive, just like proactive tax planning. And that's the greatest defense in the unknown, folks. Predicting what you can save in tax is a predictable return on tax, 22, 24, 32, 35, 37%, not getting those types of returns on our money. And she said, learning from what you guys taught me where I can get more return with less risk, and in some cases, which I'll teach Tuesday, how to completely eliminate the downside risk. Our clients aren't freaking out and worrying about what's going on, even though the market's been down, 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 down. In fact, it suffered its worst week just this past week since 2020. Our clients aren't down that way. And she said, so if I'm going to really grow this thing, I want to take advantage that now that my accounts are down, before I transfer them to grow, while they're down, I want to take advantage of why they're down, because that's less to get out of ticking tax time bomb, higher taxes later, and get it Roth, these accounts Roth converted, which she now has a whole game plan for. But also while tax rates are down, she's a professional, a tax professional. She's saying, look, I see the writing on the wall. I do this for clients. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I've got a big tax burden that I'm going to have to tackle. And the longer I take to tackle it, the bigger the burden is going to be. Folks, we see that all the time. The biggest risk you take for those that have been strong savers is the deferring taxes. Deferred taxes equal increased taxes. So while tax rates are down, while account values are down, now's the opportunity, because one deduction, I'll teach this Tuesday at retirementprotected.com, is a deduction that it's its highest deduction ability, and this is the last year for the deduction to be that high for those that qualify. And Pam learned how to use this deduction to help start offsetting the tax liability of moving her IRAs to Roth IRAs. Folks, you work hard for your money. Imagine more financial success, less stress, less worry, less tax. Proactive tax planning, the greatest defense in the unknown, and we are in an unknown, folks, but I'll also teach you how to protect yourself not only from tax downside, but also from market downside. Folks, you work hard for your money. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com. Learn what you can do to protect yourself from taxes while it's top of mind. Proactive tax planning. Tax accounting is different from tax planning. It's a proactive approach of not someone telling you how much you owe, but teaching you how much less you have to pay. And if you don't know your retirement tax risk road that you're traveling, that's something we'll teach you this Tuesday. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.